Hey everybody, Yoken here, and today I'll show you how to do Shadowplay recordings alongside multiple audio channels. We'll be using Shadowplay for the gameplay recording. That'll give you the video and the audio of the gameplay itself. And then we'll use Voicemeeter Banana, which will take all the audio channels and split them up into separate channels. So your own mic or any other communications and the game audio will be able to be split into three. We'll also look at how you can get better sound from your own mic using MorphVox, and then how we can bring it all together with Adobe Audition. So let's get to it. And over here, this is Voicemeeter Banana. It'll give you the multiple channels for input, and on the right hand side I've got MorphVox just to do some inline EQ and other effects, and I'll step you through setting up the sound devices right now. So if you want to get into the sound playback settings, just right click on your volume controller, go to playback devices, let's bring up the sound settings, go to your playback tab, and you'll see at the bottom here Voicemeeter has installed a VB Audio Voicemeeter Auxiliary VIO and a VB Audio Voicemeeter VIO. Now I've renamed these and added comms and desktop to it. That'll make things easier, as we'll align it with the Voicemeeter Banana channels on the left here. Now go ahead and under the playback tab, go down to VM Input Desktop and make that your default device. Then on your recording channel, you'll see that MorphVox from Screaming Bee has got a channel added over there under recording, and Voicemeeter also has a auxiliary output and a normal output. So just set your default device to Voicemeter's normal output, and once that's done we will be able to start on the configuration for Voicemeeter Banana. Okay, so on Voicemeeter Banana you will see that I've renamed all my channels to make things easier. I've got my G35 headset, which is generally my gaming headset. I've got my webcam over here, which in all honesty I don't use too much. There's another hardware input for auxiliary inputs. I don't have anything to plug in there at the moment. Renamed the Voicemeeter VIO to desktop. This will have all your desktop sounds, your YouTube, your Windows sounds, anything that's coming through your normal desktop playing on it. The Voicemeeter auxiliary channel we will rename to comms, and we'll set up Discord and TeamSpeak to actually come through this channel over here. That'll allow us to record on Audition. Let me just get back to Audition. You'll actually see that I've got 3 channels recording over here. I've named this MorphVox just to let me know that if MorphVox is not running, I'll have a problem with my audio recording. The comms channel will have anybody from Discord or TeamSpeak recorded over here, and the game audio will be recorded at the top layer. Here's an example of a multi-channel audio recording in action. In the top row on the green, you'll see the game audio being recorded, so that's the desktop channel from Voicemeeter Banana. The middle, the blue channel, is from the communications, so everybody from Discord in this instance. And then the yellow channel at the bottom is my MorphVox or my own mic voice being recorded. So this will allow you to easily manipulate when people are saying things, or even if you want to move your voice or their voice just outside of an explosion that happened in the game to make it more audible. You can do that easily from here. Now with Shadowplay, you will get game audio anyway. This channel will allow you to line it up easily during editing. So that's why I've opted to actually record that as well. Going back to Voicemeeter. So in your first channel, you can simply click at the top there and select whichever input you want. Now, if you don't have MorphVox, you can just go with normal Logitech or whatever your normal mic is. I'm opting for the Screaming Bee audio to come through there. The reason I'm running Screaming Bee is the difference in my audio. So I'm going to change to my normal my sound is not as natural as it could be, and there's also a lot of ambient noise coming through. So when I change that back to Screaming Bee, all of the settings on Screaming Bee comes through. So I've created some settings over there, just changed the shift and the strength and the pitch of the voice to make it sound a little bit more natural. And in order to have that working, let's just go into the settings preferences, MorphVox preferences, go to your device settings. So under microphone, you will set up your input channel, and under playback, now this was a little bit tricky since there's a crap load of options over here, but I found if you go direct sound speakers Logitech headset, in my case, that'll actually work in getting it into Voicemeeter Banana with the edited audio. So once that's set up, essentially we are done with the MorphVox, and the audio will now come into Voicemeeter Banana, and we select the Screaming Bee wave. So that is the output from MorphVox. And you can actually see over here that everything I'm saying is being picked up now. And then desktop audio and comms. Now there's a lot of information in Banana. There's a lot of other people that's also got some information, but generally the A1, A2, A3 channels can be set up over here, and that's your speakers that you want to target. The B1, B2 channels is your recording channels for using Voicemeeter Banana's recording. I am not opting to do that. However, make sure that the B1 channel over here on the right under the master section is set to composite. If that is not composite, you will not be able to pick this up in Adobe Audition. Now under the desktop channel, go to Voicemeeter VIO, and under the comms channel, Voicemeeter Auxiliary. So these we will now set up in Discord and TeamSpeak. So let me just open up Discord and TeamSpeak. Okay, so here's Discord. I'm going to my sound settings. Under voice, input device, Screaming Bee audio, and the output device is Voicemeeter Auxiliary Input comms, which I selected. So anybody that's communicating in these audio channels, they will come through on this communications channel. Now a similar setup you can do for TeamSpeak. Settings, options, playback, just select playback devices, auxiliary input comms. So that's where the renaming of the channels came in extremely handy. Okay, that is it on the Voicemeeter Banana side. So things to note: set up your input channel, be it Screaming Bee or your normal mic input. Set up your desktop sounds, rename that channel for you to the normal Voicemeeter VIO. Rename comms to Voicemeeter Auxiliary. Make sure Discord and TeamSpeak is set up to output into Voicemeeter Auxiliary. And make sure that your master section is on composite and that your communications is being output. And that is it on this side. So let's go over to Audition. Let's go to Edit, Preferences, Audio Hardware. And you'll see under the audio hardware section there's device class. I've got an option of MME, ASIO and Wasapi. I've got no idea what they mean, but I chose ASIO, and that's the only one that I got it to work with. So devices, Voicemeeter Virtual ASIO. So we don't want the auxiliary and we don't want the insert virtual. Just go with a normal Voicemeeter Virtual ASIO. And that is actually the output channel that you'll see in your playback or recording devices. That is this VM output. So everything that comes from Voicemeeter is now essentially going into Adobe Audition when you select this Voicemeeter Virtual ASIO. Set up your buffers and your sample rates any way that you want. I went for 512 and 44 100. And once that's done, I set up a game audio channel, and you'll see under the input channel, just play around with these and determine which channel is the correct channel for yours. This will most probably differ per PC. So my desktop channel for the desktop audio is essentially VM 5. Sorry, for the desktop one, it was actually the stereo one, not the mono. For my communications, though, I needed to use the mono and not the stereo. Otherwise, there was problems with the recordings. So the game audio stereo 5, communications is mono 1 for Discord and TeamSpeak and such on my computer, and my own mic is mono 3, as you can see over here. And if we just zoom in a little bit, you'll actually see that it's been recording all the time, and there we go. So just make sure that all your recordings are set up over there. Otherwise, if I take that off, of course nothing will come through. And well, that's it, everybody. The only other thing to note is in Shadowplay, simply go to the Shadowplay options. In your audio section, click on the audio, click on the in-game audio only. You don't want any additional audio being recorded, otherwise this multi-channel recording won't be of much use. Please let me know if this was useful, and as always, please like and subscribe if you want to see more. Thank you for watching.